Good morning, everyone. Today, our presentation is going to be about artificial intelligence for human resources management, a review, perspective, and case study. So, first of all, we'll have an overview of the artificial intelligence application into HRM, as well as discuss some of its ethical concerns and challenges, before going into further details about our case study and its significance. So, to start with, the recent development of AI technology has made it possible to process a large amount of data in order to assist the decision making in HR, particularly through machine learning, natural language processing, as well as data analytics. These technologies are not only improve the efficiency, but also the accuracy of HR operation. Evidently, in recruitment, which it has significantly reduced the hiring time, as well as increased the productivity of the recruiters as well. Researchers also suggest that HRM system model that uses deep learning algorithm can make faster conversion and more accurate prediction, which can be very beneficial in salary forecasting. This in turn will increase efficiency, decreasing the workload, and improve the predictive accuracy, resulting in a more optimized HR process. Moreover, the use of decision support system, especially with the integration of AI, would further allow these modeling tools to be integrated with the human experience and to be able to effectively manage the complexities as well as the quantity of HR data, assuring a more precise and reliable decision-making process. However, the use of AI in the workplace these days also raises concerns, particularly in its ethical use. In recruitment, AI has been proved to have bias, which often resulted in the underrepresentation of the data set, leading to questions regarding its fairness. Furthermore, using AI often makes it very difficult for the HR manager to actually understand how those insights are derived, and which can undermine the trust in these tools and raises concern regarding transparency, accountability, as well as reducing the confidence in these AI-driven decisions. What's more, in this situation where AI makes decisions that significantly impact the worker's career, the AI use can actually risk undermining their dignity, as AI is unable to comprehend the human feeling. Hence, it can make it difficult to treat the employees with the respect they deserve. In terms of challenges, one of the more formal issues is the fear of automation, because traditional HRM rely mostly on the human judgment for decision making, such use in talent acquisition and employee evaluation. Therefore, it is very important to prioritize transparency and communication to the employees to help them understand the role of AI, and also to offer them the opportunity to upskill themselves to new technology. Another approach that can also be employed is human-centered HRM AI, which can be used to ensure that these AI technologies are implemented as tools rather than replacing the human roles in these processes. So, as mentioned earlier, AI also presents substantial concerns in discrimination, invading privacy, and reducing the human involvement in decision making. In which all of these, the privacy concerns is very crucial, as AI uses the employee's data and particularly from social media and the digital traces, which can be perceived as an invasion of privacy. To mitigate this, organizations must adopt privacy-preserving technologies and also a strict compliance to the regulations. Another challenges of AI implementation nowadays is that in reality, the HR data is often very fragmented, outdated, or incomplete in many organizations. And with the inaccurate and uncomprehensive data, this AI algorithm can produce unreliable results, which can lead to poor decision making. So to remedy this, ensuring data integrity and establishing data governance frameworks are very essential steps in order to support AI-driven practices. Okay, and now I'm going to hand over to my colleague, Mr. Hieu, who's going to go into further details about our case study.
Hello everyone. I will talk about the case study AI-based decision support system in HRM. And everyone knows the employee turnover is significant concern for organization. And in the right image, A&G survey feedback provided by over 115,000 exit interviews. The manufacturer just affect an employee decision to leave a company, such as work condition, communication, promotion, and salary. By leveraging AI, we aim to provide HR department with a powerful tool to predict which employees are about to leave and how to make a reasonable and immediate action. We collected the data from Cargo. The data set is for predicting employee attrition, which include 1,000 employees with 8 features shown in the slide. And the key feature in this data set is attrition, which is target variable, where one represents an employee who has left the organization and 0 represents an employee who stayed. We also visualize this data in on the left. We have the correlation heat map showing relationship between different features in the dataset. One of the key observations here is a strong positive correlation between the last promotion year and attrition, indicating that employees who have not been promoted for a longer period are more likely to leave the organization. And on the right side is a pie chart visualize the overall distribution attrition in the dataset. The methodology we use is transformer. It's not an overstatement if I say transformer is the most popular model recently. Transformer was originally developed for natural language processing tasks. Transformer is unlike traditional sequence-to-sequence model, such as recurrent neural network, because of the ability to process input sequences in parallel, making it more suitable for the large-scale data. This architecture is based on cell attention mechanism, which allows the model to capture relationship between different parts of the input sequence effectively. Some of the more popular applications of the transformer model are ChatGPT. I think everyone here have ever heard about this, and DALL-E from OpenAI, which are widely used for natural language generation and image creation. Perl and Gemini from Google, which have significantly advanced understanding, and AlphaFold from Google DeepMind, which revolutionize rotating structure prediction. Transformer have also 2 parts, encoder and decoder, for our classification task, particularly in predicting employee attrition. we applied only the encoder part for the transformer model to predict. Because transformer decoder is primarily designed for generation tasks, such as text generation in NLP, while our task is classification, predicting whether an employee it will stay or leave. We don't need to generate any sequential output. And the input to encoder is the employee dataset. Once the input passes to the encoder, the final layer produces a classification output. To evaluate the performance of our model, we use a confusion matrix, which provides a clear picture of model prediction result by comparing actual outcome with predicted outcome. Based on this value, we have calculated several metrics to assess the model. First, I will focus on the accuracy and advanced score. Accuracy measures the overall correctness of the model, as advanced score provides a balance measured by combining precision and recall. As the experimental setup for our model, on the left, you will see the detail about the model training model. First, we divided the dataset into training, validation, and test sets using 50, 20, and 30 split. We choose the data optimizer for training, and we use multi-head attention layer. And on the right is the hardware specification we use to train. This slide summarizes the experimental result of the transformer model in predicting employee attrition. We have evaluated the model performance using the metric. The accuracy of the model is approximately 99%. I think it's overfitting, indicating that the model is predicted correctly in most of all cases. And advanced score, which made the precision and recall, was approximately 97%, indicating the model performed well overall in both identifying and predicting urgent cases. And below the table, we see the confusion matrix. Let's start with the false positive, which have two cases where the model predicted an employee would leave, but in reality they stay. This is a small number, but it is important because it could lead to unnecessary action by organization. Now moving on to the false negative, which are 6 cases where the model predicted that employee would stay, but they left. This is more concerning because the model failed to identify employees who were likely to leave. In practice, this means missed opportunity for the organization to retain valuable talent. And we need to focus on improving the model to reach the smallest number of false negative. And overall, this result demonstrates the transformer model a high accuracy in predicting employee attrition, making it an effective tool for HRM. The prediction result help organizations to make proper decisions to improve their employee retention rates. First, offering competitive compensation is essential. If people feel underpaid, they will looking for other opportunities. Of course, it's not just about the money. Job satisfaction is important. When employees are happy, they are more likely to stay with the company. And other factors such as career growth opportunities, leadership quality, and organizational culture need to be considered to retain employees. And now I'd like to invite Nguyen to continue with the presentation.
Okay, so in conclusion, there is definitely a significant potential in utilizing AI for the efficiency of HRM. However, there are also challenges in terms of bias, the overuse of technology, as well as the respect for human dignity. And all of those must be handled with care before implementation. Therefore, the focus for the future needs to be on creating responsible practices as well as adopting explainable AI. And also, HR practitioners also need to advance their skill in order to exploit these AI tools more effectively. Thank you for your listening.
Anyone have a question?
Yes, thank you for the presentation. I wonder, say if it is correct, on your experimental view, you only implement the profile of the employee, okay, as a worker, it's true? So it's strange because if an employee wants to leave the society, I do not understand why you do not integrate the causes, possible causes of this leaving, that is to say, the implementation of the profile of the society. I mean, what about the well-being of the worker? What about the financial interest? What about the social climate into the society? What about the evolution of careers and so on? There is a lot of organizational factors linked to the employer, to the society. So of course, if I decide to leave because I want to make my career evolve, I want to leave because I want to have a much more important salary and so on. So this can be explained. So even if you can predict that an employer wants to leave, I think we need to explain why we want to leave. And there is here no so much explanation. For the society, for human resource management, it's very important. If the system predicts that be careful, 10 employers may decide to leave. So do you want to maintain them? Okay, so we have to find solutions or not. And before proposing solutions, we need to know what the causes of this leaving.
Yes, exactly. So, of course, this is just a preliminary model. But thanks to that, because the system already given warning of, for example, 10 people are thinking of leaving, which is gonna take us to take precautionary action in order maybe to talk with them in beforehand to find out what the cause. It may be intrinsically, it may be extrinsically, but we need to take the measure to prevent further fallout of the employee within the organization.
Yeah, okay, thank you. You can also integrate psychological factors that
exactly.
Motivate a person to leave a society for psychological point of view. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. I just have one question about the worker. Were aware about this study?
This we collected from Cabo, and this is I think this is reprocessing the data. This is the lead. So just because the accuracy and ML score is so high, I think this is a reason. Can I say it's over 50? But with the case study, I will demonstrate that the transformer model it can predict this employee adjustment is very, very accuracy.
Because yesterday we talked about transparency. So if you evaluate the worker need to know they are evaluated like that.
Okay, so thank you for your presentations. And you mentioned that your research also covered the ethical issues related to the AI. So I just want to know how and what are the main ethical concerns related to the use of AI in the human resources management, and how can the issues like the bias be avoided and the employee dignity be maintained?
Thank you for your question. Okay, as you can see in the slide, and we have mentioned in the presentation, the ethical question regarding AI, we mainly mention here is the bias, the transparency, as well as the workers' dignity. And in terms of bias and fairness, because this often resulted in the under-representation of the data set, there might be a certain category that be underrepresented within the data. And when we are aware of this bias, we are more careful in constructing our data sets, as well as making sure that all the categories are carefully calculated.
Yes, thank you. So anyway, in using AI, the AI giving the suggestions and the humans here giving the making decisions, right?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Yes, and in the problem of using AIs, I do believe that AI just giving the suggestions and the human here giving the decision, right?
Yes, we really want to emphasize that AI should be used as a tool in assisting HR decision making, because there are many aspects of HRM that are relied on humans as well, not only just the technology.
Yes, because as an employee, when I was in your community, I will be a little bit fear and a little bit scared when I know that you use the AI in the human resources management. Okay, thank you.
We're trying to make it transparent, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So I also have some questions. So the first, the human resource management is very important for each company like university. And I saw you use the open source data, and I see you are working with the less just A attributes. So I think in experiment is okay, but if you want to do in reality, you use the more attribution like motivation. Yes, and moreover, what is the next step for in this study? Because this laboratory, I also to make sure what is important feature, and we can have the good solutions. Yes.
Thanks for the question. The first is in the future I will collect the data in the royalty company, and the secondly I want to make this data. I know that data not clear. We have lost can collect the main feature like salary. This is important for the employee to stay on leave, and security information we can take it. But I think I can integrate with the company with a specifically company to get this information. And the second, I want to improve this application is not for prediction. It's for generative AI like virtual supporter and can do anything, not only the prediction.
Yeah, thank you. So I have one issue in the slide about the performance metrics. Can you move to the performance metric? No. The